In the chill of night, a darkened forest clearing lay shrouded in swirling smoke, the air thick with an eerie stillness. Taro Yamada, once a mere mortal, awoke on the damp earth, his vision blurred by the remnants of death. The distant sounds of battle faded into a haunting silence as he struggled to orient himself. Every breath felt like a reminder of his borrowed existence. The echo of his last moments haunted him. Beside him knelt Moriana, the necromancer who had pulled him from the abyss, her hands firm but gentle on his shoulders. "Taro, stay with me," she urged, her voice trembling with an emotion he had never seen from her before. Weakly he replied, "I'm still here?" The uncertainty in his voice betrayed the fragility of his situation. "For now," she breathed, relief washing over her features as she brushed ash from his hair. In that fleeting moment, the fearsome necromancer transformed into a worried friend, her stern facade cracking like the brittle branches around them. Taro managed a faint smile, though it was tinged with pain. "You look worried." "Don't flatter yourself. You're just inconvenient to replace," she shot back, her usual sarcasm returning, though it lacked its usual bite. As they slowly walked through the luminescent forest, Taro leaned against Moriana for support, the moonlight bathing their surroundings in a silvery glow. A question bubbled to the surface, heavy with dread. "So, if Skullbane takes me, what happens to you?" Moriana's expression darkened as she answered, "I lose the soul fragment I gave you, and with it, a part of my power." "So you'd be weaker?" "Weaker, and emptier," she confessed, her gaze drifting away, the weight of her admission hanging between them like fog. Taro's heart sank, realizing the depth of their bond, forged through life and death. They sought refuge in an ancient, crumbling watchtower, the stone walls whispering stories of battles long past. Moriana set a necrotic ward at the entrance, the pale green flames flickering without warmth, a ghostly barrier against the night. Exhausted, Taro slumped against the wall, feeling the faint pulse from the purple glow in his chest. "He marked you. His magic is inside you now," she stated matter-of-factly, inspecting the glow with an intensity that made his skin prickle. "That sounds very medical drama," he quipped, trying to lighten the mood. "It means if he calls, part of you might answer," she continued, her voice flat, devoid of humor. Taro's heart raced. "So you're saying I'm, like, half you and half him now?" Moriana's gaze hardened, as she replied with a fierce conviction, "No, you're still you. Until you decide otherwise." Their eyes locked in a moment of shared understanding, stripped of sarcasm, revealing the raw vulnerability beneath their hardened exteriors. Later that night, Taro woke to find Moriana standing atop the watchtower, the wind whipping through her hair, like the restless spirits of the forest. As he joined her, the vast landscape stretched before them, a tapestry of shadow and flickering fire, where Skullbane's malevolence spread like a dark stain. Taro hesitated, the weight of their quest heavy on his shoulders. "If we beat him, what happens to me? Maybe you live, maybe you die again, maybe you finally rest," she replied, her eyes reflecting the moon's light, a mixture of hope and resignation. Taro turned to her, concern etching his features. "And you?" "I keep doing what I do, alone, like always," she whispered, her loneliness echoing through the night. Taro felt a pang in his chest. He no longer wanted her to be alone. "Not if I'm still around," he vowed softly, sensing a fragile connection growing between them. For a fleeting moment, Moriana's mouth twitched, hinting at a smile that could thaw the coldest of hearts. But the tranquility shattered as a dark shadow loomed below, an ominous presence that sent chills racing down Taro's spine. The unmistakable voice of Skullbane echoed through the trees, a death knell that reverberated in his very bones. "Little vessel, it's time." Taro clutched his chest, the purple glow pulsing wildly like a warning heartbeat. Panic surged as his knees buckled, but before he could fall, Moriana caught him, holding him tightly. "Don't you dare leave me," she whispered, her voice barely above a breath, their closeness electric with potential. But just as hope began to bloom, the rooftop exploded beneath them, as Skullbane's massive skeletal hand burst through, snatching Taro away from Moriana's grasp. "Taro!" she screamed, desperation flooding her voice as the skeletal figure loomed, eyes blazing with malice. "Your soul is mine," Skullbane declared, lifting Taro into the night like a prize of war. His world collapsed into darkness, the last vestiges of light flickering away, as the screen faded to black, leaving only the haunting echo of fate's cruel design.